I am in the Bhutan.
This country has an interesting story. Land of happiness.
I love to smile. So firstly, I show smile.
Where valleys feel like orchards carved between giant peaks. Where every turn feels like a perfect photo spot. And the safest country in the world. This is Bhutan.
Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so we can become one of the best documentary channels in the world. What if there were a valley where the sound of traffic is replaced by prayer flags moving in the wind? What if a place still existed where mountains decide the rhythm of life and tradition remains stronger than modern change? And how would it feel to enter a land where even the airport is considered one of the most difficult in the world to reach? Hidden among steep Himalayan slopes, there is a region where whitewashed houses stand quietly beneath pine forests, rivers flow through fertile fields, and ancient monasteries watch from cliffs above. Here, life moves with patience. Farmers work the land much as their ancestors once did, while narrow roads wind through landscapes that feel untouched by time. This is not a valley built around noise or speed. It is a place where culture remains visible in everyday life, through traditional dress, sacred festivals, and homes designed in old architectural styles. Even with growing tourism, the region has protected its identity with unusual care. But how do people live in a place where modern development is carefully controlled? What keeps ancient customs alive while much of the world changes rapidly around it? This is Paro Valley, one of Bhutan's most remarkable regions, a place where natural beauty, spiritual heritage, and quiet discipline come together in the heart of the Himalayas. Paro Valley is one of the most important and picturesque regions of Bhutan, located in the western part of the country within the eastern Himalayas. Surrounded by forested mountains, fertile farmland, and traditional villages, the valley is widely known for its deep cultural significance and carefully preserved way of life. Unlike many places where modernization has rapidly transformed local identity, Paro has maintained a strong connection to its heritage while slowly adapting to the present. The valley sits along the Kyichu River, whose waters support agriculture and settlements across the region. Fields of rice, barley, and vegetables spread across the valley floor, while hillsides are covered with pine forests and narrow roads linking scattered communities. Traditional Bhutanese houses, built with wood and stone, remain a defining feature of the landscape. Paro is also one of the main gateways into Bhutan, as it is home to the country's international airport. Yet despite this connection to the outside world, the valley retains a calm and measured atmosphere. Development is controlled, architecture follows cultural standards, and daily life continues with visible respect for tradition. Spiritually, Paro holds great importance. The valley is home to ancient monasteries, sacred temples, and one of Bhutan's most iconic landmarks, Lhakhang Monastery, often known as Tiger's Nest, built dramatically on a cliffside above the valley. But Paro is more than a scenic destination. It is a place where geography, faith, agriculture, and identity remain closely connected. In a rapidly changing world, Paro Valley stands as a rare example of balance between preservation and progress, where the mountains still shape how life is lived. The history of Paro Valley is deeply connected to the formation of Bhutan and the spread of Buddhism in the Himalayas. For centuries, Paro served as an important settlement because of its fertile land, strategic location, and access through mountain passes linking Bhutan with Tibet. Early trade routes passed through the valley, allowing the exchange of goods, ideas, and religious influence. Buddhism became firmly established in Paro during the 8th century, when Guru Padmasambhava, highly revered in Bhutanese history, is believed to have meditated in the region. This spiritual legacy later gave rise to sacred sites such as Lhakhang Monastery. During the 17th century, Paro gained political importance under Jabdrung Ngawang Namgyal, who unified Bhutan. Fortresses known as jongs were built to defend the valley and administer local governance. Paro Jong became one of the most significant administrative and religious centers. Today, Paro's history remains visible in its monasteries, architecture, festivals, and preserved cultural traditions. Paro Valley is located in western Bhutan, surrounded by the eastern Himalayan mountains at an elevation of around 2,200 meters above sea level. The valley is broad and fertile compared to many other mountainous regions of Bhutan, making it one of the country's most suitable areas for agriculture and settlement. The Paro Chu River flows through the valley, providing water for farms, villages, and daily life. The landscape is a mix of flat, cultivated land, forested hills, and steep mountain slopes rising in every direction. Pine forests cover much of the surrounding terrain, while higher elevations become colder and more rugged. Seasonal weather varies clearly, with cool winters, mild summers, and monsoon rains during warmer months. Paro's location also gives it strategic importance, as mountain passes historically connected Bhutan with Tibet. Despite its remote setting, the valley remains one of Bhutan's main entry points today due to its international airport, built within the narrow Himalayan landscape. Survival in Paro Valley is very different from the extreme struggle seen in harsher Himalayan regions, yet life here is still deeply shaped by geography, climate, and tradition. In this mountain valley, people have learned to live through balance, using the land carefully, maintaining strong communities, and adapting to seasonal conditions. Agriculture remains one of the foundations of daily life. Many families depend on farming fields spread across the valley floor, where rice, potatoes, barley, wheat, and vegetables are grown. Harvest seasons are important, and family members often work together in planting, irrigation, and storage. Food preservation is still valuable, especially for colder months when farming activity slows. Traditional houses are built to suit the environment. Made from wood, stone, and mud, these homes are designed to retain warmth during winter and remain cool in summer. Livestock, such as cows, yaks in higher areas, chickens, and horses, also support livelihoods through dairy products, transport, and labor. In nearby villages, forest resources like firewood remain important for heating and cooking. Community cooperation plays a major role in survival. Families assist one another during harvests, house construction, and religious events. In difficult weather or emergencies, neighbors often depend on mutual support rather than outside systems. Modern services have improved life in Paro compared to more isolated valleys, but traditional discipline still remains strong. People balance farming, small businesses, government work, and tourism-related income while preserving older ways of living. In Paro Valley, survival is not only about enduring nature, it is about maintaining harmony between land, culture, and changing times. Winter in Paro Valley is cold, calm, and deeply tied to seasonal preparation. Temperatures often drop below freezing during the night, while mornings bring frost across fields and rooftops. Snow may fall on surrounding mountains and occasionally in the valley itself, adding difficulty to travel and farming activities. During this season, agricultural work slows and families focus more on indoor tasks such as repairs, weaving, and food storage. Homes rely on wood stoves and thick walls for warmth. Livestock require extra care and shelter. Though less severe than higher Himalayan regions, winter in Paro still demands planning, patience, and resilience. The ancient lifestyle of Paro Valley was centered on self-sufficiency, agriculture, and deep respect for tradition. In earlier times, most families lived in large farmhouses built from timber, stone, and mud, designed to endure cold winters and seasonal rains. People moved on foot or by horseback along mountain trails connecting villages and monasteries. Trade with nearby regions was limited and often carried through pack animals. Families worked collectively, with each member contributing to farming, cooking, weaving, and maintaining the household. Handmade clothing from wool and natural fibers was common. Religion shaped everyday routines, with prayers, rituals, and monastery visits playing an important role. Life in Old Paro was simple but disciplined, built around hard work, community cooperation, and harmony with nature. The culture of Paro Valley is one of the richest expressions of Bhutanese identity, where spirituality, celebration, and traditional healing remain closely connected to daily life. In this valley, culture is not preserved as a performance. It continues as a living practice, passed from one generation to the next. One of the most important cultural events is the Paro Tshechu festival, held annually at Paro Dzong. During this gathering, monks and masked dancers perform sacred charm dances that symbolize the victory of wisdom over evil forces. These dances are not only artistic displays, but also religious acts believed to bring blessings to those who witness them. Families travel from distant villages wearing traditional dress, turning the festival into both a spiritual and social occasion. Monastic life also shapes the valley's identity. Monks play a respected role in education, rituals, and community guidance. Their chants, horns, drums, and cymbals create a powerful ceremonial atmosphere that echoes through temples and courtyards. Traditional healing methods remain valued in Paro. Sound therapy using singing bowls, metal instruments, and rhythmic vibrations is used in meditation and wellness practices, believed to calm the mind and restore balance. In some areas, hot stone baths are another well-known tradition. Heated river stones are placed in wooden tubs filled with water and medicinal herbs, creating warmth used to relax the body and relieve pain after long work or cold weather. Hospitality is another key part of local culture. Guests are often welcomed with tea, simple meals, and quiet generosity. In Paro Valley, culture lives through movement, prayer, music, healing, and community, showing a society where tradition still holds real meaning in everyday life. Religion in Paro Valley is deeply rooted in Vajrayana Buddhism, which shapes daily life, traditions, and the spiritual identity of the region. Prayer flags across hillsides, spinning prayer wheels, monastery bells, and regular rituals reflect a society where faith remains closely connected to everyday living. Many families begin their day with prayers and offerings, while monks continue to play an important role in guidance, ceremonies, and education. Paro is home to some of Bhutan's most sacred monasteries and temples. The most famous is Lhakhang, widely known as Tiger's Nest Monastery, built dramatically on a cliff nearly 900 meters above the valley floor. It is believed Guru Padmasambhava meditated there in the 8th century, making it one of Bhutan's holiest pilgrimage sites. Another respected site is Kyichu Lhakhang, one of the oldest temples in Bhutan, believed to have been built in the 7th century by Tibetan king Songtsen Gampo. This ancient temple remains a center of worship and devotion. Smaller sacred sites, often called mini Taktsang temples or hillside hermitages, are also found around Paro, where monks seek meditation in isolation. Bhutan's monarchy is deeply respected in Paro and throughout the country. The royal family is seen not only as political leadership, but also as guardians of culture, unity, and spiritual values. In Paro Valley, religion and monarchy together continue to shape national identity and community life. Women in Paro Valley play a vital role in both family and community life. They manage households, raise children, prepare food, and often work in farming activities such as planting, harvesting, and caring for livestock. Many women are also involved in local businesses, handicrafts, tourism, and small trade. Traditional weaving remains an important skill, with handmade textiles carrying cultural value. Compared to many regions, Bhutanese women often enjoy a respected social position and active participation in economic life. In Paro, women balance tradition with modern opportunities, contributing strongly to family stability, cultural continuity, and the changing future of society. Education in Paro Valley has developed significantly while maintaining respect for Bhutanese values and culture. The valley has some of the country's well-established schools, where children receive modern education alongside lessons in language, history, and moral values. Due to better road access compared to remote regions, students in Paro generally have greater opportunities for regular schooling. Higher literacy and government support have improved learning standards over time. Monastic education also remains important, where young monks study Buddhist teachings, rituals, and classical texts. In Paro, education is seen as a path toward progress while preserving national identity and tradition. Paro Valley is far more than a beautiful destination in the mountains of Bhutan. It is a place where nature, faith, history, and daily life remain deeply connected. The valley also shows how progress does not always require abandoning tradition. Agriculture still supports families, festivals continue with meaning, and spiritual practices remain part of everyday life. Women contribute strongly to households and society, while education helps prepare younger generations for the future. In a rapidly changing world, Paro stands as an example of measured growth, cultural preservation, and quiet resilience. It reminds us that some places move forward not through speed, but through wisdom, patience, and respect for what should never be lost. As our journey through Paro Valley comes to an end, what remains is the image of a land where calmness still has value. Here, mountains do not simply surround life, they guide it. Rivers nourish the fields, monasteries overlook the villages, and traditions continue not as memory, but as reality. Paro leaves a lasting impression because it offers something rare in today's world, a sense of harmony. It is a place where old and new exist side by side without conflict, where people continue to live with dignity, discipline, and connection to their roots. Though the valley may appear distant on a map, its lessons feel close to anyone searching for meaning beyond speed and noise. Paro reminds us that strength can be quiet, progress can be thoughtful, and beauty can exist in simplicity. And somewhere among those Himalayan slopes, life continues in its own steady rhythm. If this journey through the Paro Valley inspired you, don't let it end here. Subscribe for more untouched places, hidden cultures, and extreme human survival stories from the world's most remote landscapes. Stay connected for the next journey beyond maps, beyond roads, and beyond imagination.